welcome back to Lazy Brown Productions with your boy D. Wesley. I hope you all are doing good. Hey everybody, welcome back to Lazy Brown Productions with your boy D. Wesley. So today I'm going to go ahead and review another Milestone comic it's a little mini series that's going on right now. I'm a bit behind, but I plan on catching up. Well, the name of the series is called, or the issue is called Milestone Shadow Cabinet. So today I'll be reviewing part 1 of it, and so far I liked it better just from chapter 1. I'm liking it better than the Hardware versus Icon story. So the issue is going to start off with what appears to be rich billionaires trying to get their hands on alien technology which is Brainiac, from the issue of Hardware versus Icon, where they stopped it and everything like that. While they're trying to get their hands on it, seems like that they're kind of failing at it. But then what appears to be Angela Alba, I'm not sure if that's Edwin Alba's daughter. I think it is, because she's very young. If not, then maybe that's his wife. I would have to, I feel like I'm missing something there. It could have been in one of the Hardware chapters I read, so I'll have to go back and double check on that. But we have Angela Alba came in, tried telling them that, look, no longer will we have to worry about aliens. No longer are we going to worry about Zoomers shooting lightning out of their butts, talking about our heroes. And during that conversation, she pretty much, using what appears to be Curtis Matcliffe, or aka Hardware's technology, to blast one of the billionaires, and say, we're going to go forward with a new innovation from today. And then it shoots over to who I'm guessing is going to be Technique. She goes and meets up with her to try to offer her a job, pretty much, because I'm familiar with Technique, but I'm not too in depth with her. I need to literally finish. I never got to the old school version of Hardware enough to where I got to her. And if anybody knows Technique, I've looked her up briefly, and it looks like she's the real deal. I think she's the Riri Williams before Riri Williams, which is she's smart, very intelligent, strong, knows martial arts, and at one point she went toe-to-toe with Hardware, but she lost to Hardware. But she did work for Edwin Alba, but Edwin Alba had kind of lied to her about who's the real good guy, what he's really trying to do. So I'm going to go with Angela Alba is probably going to do the same thing to her with Technique as they did in the original series, or in the original run of Milestone comics. Well, we'll see, and we'll go from there. But we pretty much go to where it's a time skip, and now you have Rocket, who is saving this guy who's supposed to be like a scumbag from this assassination. She eventually rescues him, and she meets up with Hardware. We find out later on that Hardware's in her ear saying, like, look, you can't let this guy die. We could use him for his network and his money, which kind of shows you right there that Hardware is about getting the job done and efficiently, and will do any type of means to get it done. Of course, we all know all heroes have some type of moral compass, but Hardware is showing that he's willing to be the anti-hero if he has to be the anti-hero. He's not afraid of going above the law. He's not like Icon, where they're straight up like, it's like this. It's one way. It's black or it's white. Hardware, just from this panel alone, seems like he will accept the gray. He's probably a little bit more lenient than Batman, because I know Hardware's not afraid to kill. Batman does not kill. But I also know sometimes, depending on the writer, they'll have where Batman doesn't mind doing deals with known kingpins if he knows it'll lead to something, but as long as it's within a certain gray area. Meanwhile, in other iterations of Batman, he doesn't do it at all, which, it is what it is. So they get into this moral debate. Hardware's mad at Rocket because he pretty much says, like, look, because you and your partner, which is Icon, all of a sudden decide to get involved in the world politics. This whole world is now starting to spin out of control thanks to you guys. And then this is when Rocket pretty much fires back. It's like, well, what are you doing? You talking about Icon always sitting on the sidelines and do nothing. You sat on the sidelines too. And then that's when he said, well, I'm on the run. And he also says, like, I probably could do a little bit better to clear up my name. So they get into a debate about that. It wasn't a bad debate. Come to find out from Rocket's explanation, Icon had to leave the Earth to save it from, I guess, another alien invasion. Which honestly, I'll have to see because I don't know where that came from. I'll have to go back through Icon and Rocket's miniseries. I don't remember that, but again, I'll go back and I'll just double check. But with that in mind, it reminded me of, I said, are you sure he left? Because if it did off panel, I think he took my advice and just decided to dip because y'all humans are annoying. I'm sorry, just automatically, that whole argument that they just had right there, automatically, I was just like, Rocket, you didn't want to team up with Icon because he didn't treat you as a partner. And I get that, but you literally went with people you don't even know. Follow up Hardware, like, really? Are you really the one to be taking a moral high ground on this when you've messed up the timeline? Yeah, we could say that Icon and Rocket messed up how all the bad guys get their technology and how the bad guys operate to now they're trying to get alien technology to become even more powerful. You could say that, but honestly, your stuff almost ended the galaxy, or AKA the universe, and you messed up a timeline. So back off of Icon. Again, Icon's like one of my dudes from Milestone. I love him. He's one of my favorites. So with that in mind, the series overall though, pretty much she goes, so they get a red alert as Rocket is laying down. They go to stop a train. She goes to stop this train, when she stops the train to stop a train robbery. She meets Anansi. As people from Static Shock, the series Static Shock, remember Anansi, he's the guy from Africa who has the spot, who's I'm not sure if he's the actual power-wise of Anansi or if he just uses the name Anansi, but the African hero Anansi. And then from there, that's when they talk and she gets transported to some other place. And from there, that's where she meets Dharma and henceforth the Shadow Cabinet. So with that in mind, the issue ends. I think it's off to a good start. If they keep up that pace and keep up the suspense for it, I'm so far intrigued. I look forward to seeing more. Again, I like it more than I liked Hardware versus Icon so far, just the chapter 1. So we'll see what happens. I'll be back with more, but for now, I give it a 7 out of 10. I'll put it up there with me wanting to read Absolute Superman. Hopefully, issue 2 doesn't distract me too much, but I'm looking forward to see what else they could do. But on that note, please let me know your thoughts, your reviews, any critiques or anything like that. I would love to hear it. Please reach back out, and I will talk to you later. Peace.